We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to throw here. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's a second and 7. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second and 9 now. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. To throw on second down. McDonald. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald, he wants it all for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. 25 yards that time. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
I'm going to run you over.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Josh Allen picks up his second sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
He's checking.
On first down, McDonald escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On second down, here's Fournette. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. McDonald. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. McDonald flushed out right. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette very slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Off-play action. McDonald. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Pass complete here to Sanders. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A quick throw going to be caught by Hamilton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2nd and 5. That one into the hands of Hamilton. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Matt Wild now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jaguars will take over at their 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus over.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home. We're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Fournette. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 11.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. McDonald, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 3, check 3. Check 31, check 31.
They'll run it again with Fournette. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 3rd down, McDonald. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 4th down, McDonald. The open man is Shark. It's complete. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean.
And he's going to go down again. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Now back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Airing it out for Hamilton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. Fournette, a 1st first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Off the play fake. McDonald. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The sack by Todd Davis. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. Get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started. And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here. Flushed out right. Toward the pylon, caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and we'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On first down, right back to Lindsey. Calais Campbell on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Ready?
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try to draw Lindsey, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready.